Hello there, good evening everybody. I am Sotenga, welcome to my stream, and if you saw me on Tuesday, you'll know that today I intend to play the rest of Cuphead. I got about part of ways into... Oh hey, a weasel! I got about part of ways into Aisle 3, but we still got a few bosses to finish off there. And then it'll be right into the delicious last course after the de facto final bosses. So, without further ado, I'll just launch right into it. Let me see. Okay. It's good to me. Make sure I can see the chat. Okay, sweet. I'll let the intro song play a bit.
As a teen, adventuring to help a chalice It's a delicious last course. Oh, the delicious
Hey, a song.
One can eat and fill and still stay until the delicious last course. It's a delicious last course. Oh, that delicious last course. There's our cakes and pies, a dozen scones, oh my, for that delicious last course. Oh, Miss Chalice just wants to be just as real can be. With a wonder tart, she can then take heart us all to the victory. Chef Salt Baker has a plan, the best tart made.
Good stuff. Alright. It is indeed cup time. Let's get back to it. And I will start by... grabbing this here secret coin. Yeah, I decided to play as Mugman since I didn't do that on my playthrough of the game back when. So, let's get into the last run and gun level. This one is a bear.
Now go!
There you. Doesn't seem so bad at first, but this easily becomes the worst of these levels after a while. You'll know when. Oops. No, not quite there, is what I meant, but... Oh, boy. Appears remind me of the... Oh, this fucking shrimp. This is it. This shrimp. I hate him. In fact, I'm gonna smash him just to make sure he doesn't cause any trouble. Indeed, Weasel. Oh, shit. Stupid prawn. Oh, my parry didn't work from there. Yeah, this is the worst run and gun stage by a country mile. All of the other ones are... Damn it! Are you kidding me? All the other ones are pretty easily manageable after a few tries, but this one almost feels like it takes a bit of luck to succeed. Of course, I could just be salting out, but... Okay, that guy's not getting hit so easily. Hey, song, it sounds like something I would have said. And yes, I do get that feeling from it too. It's a total dick. It's a jerk. It's a fuck. I hate it. Especially that goddamn lobster. Yeah, like, it just... bops in without any warning, and you just die. Ah, for fuck's sake. Alright, that's enough out of you, Meester. Make sure we don't miss the coin there. Back there, and here and there. And then this final section is also quite annoying. I don't know how they expect you to do the infamous whatchamacallits, the pacifist playthroughs on this stage. I mean, I did do it eventually, just figgity fuck if I remember how. Okay, there. Get it. Oh, Jesus. What a war hell ride. Once again, I am not going for particularly good grades. I'm just hoping to win. So yeah, last time on IL3, we beat Rumor Honeybottoms, aka probably the worst boss in the game, Werner Vermin, Calamaria, and Captain Briny Beard. So we got 3 bosses left before we go to hell. So we'll go with Sally's stage play, who I think is probably the easiest of the 3 bosses we have left. And also one of the most fun ones. I should probably be having the smoke bomb. I don't realize it. Ah, shit. I like that. Asbestos safety curtain. That's horrifying. Alright, you didn't make it this far? Yeah, Sally can be pretty tricky, all things considered. I mean, the babbies certainly aren't helping. Oh, she died! You got a point, Weasel. Oh, fuck, I didn't realize that would actually land on me. Alright, watch out for the lightning. Alrighty. He's almost dead in this final phase, but watch out for the roses! And the umbrella itself. Careful. Don't want to get cocky here. Got her! As Tebby would say on her stream, first try! First try! Yeah! Although I realize I should probably have my, smoke bomb charm on again, because that's more useful in general. Ween indeed. Yeah, whetstone's probably not going to do me as much good. Actually, let me go with the coffee. Oh. Well, that doesn't help me. I gotta go all the way around. Where's Pork Run Shop? There it is. Da, 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 da. Let's see what I can get with what. Oh, he has a lot of muns. Alright, I guess. If you want to. Cursor. Twist up. I'll get shot, obviously. Yes. And let me count this up. 9, 10, 12, 13, 16. There might be one coin I'm missing here. Let me check. Let me see. Coins, Cuphead. Just want to make sure I have everything going into the DLC. Right. There's one in hell. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, now this boss fight. Dr. Kyle's robot. This one is a real bear. I don't find it... hey, Wardito. I don't find it cheap garbage like Rumor Honeybottom's fight, but... as you can see, I have a lot of shit on screen to deal with. No relation to our friend Kyle, I'm afraid. Let's see. I think I missed. Oh, no, wait. I hit. That'll do. Oh, ow. Fuck. Oh, dear. Look at the amount of shit I have to deal with. Oh, Jesus. That was terrible! I didn't even get to a second phase! Oh well. So yeah, this might be the hardest boss fight in the game, arguably. You know, I'm gonna call Mulligan on that. Yeah, good idea. The laser beams are very annoying to deal with. Of course, I can only get up there like half the time before the damn thing tries to zap me. So maybe an EX shot would be warranted. There we go. Good. Okay, but I'm sure that maybe just this junk cannon. I know, song. Isn't it just fantastic? Ah, Christ. Boom. Oh! I should not have stood in front of it. Funny thing is, the explosions from these missiles is a very clear reference to the Toplan shmup Truxton. You have bombs that resemble it. Okay. So... welcome to Bullet Hell! Fuck! This fight, I swear. I actually kinda like this boss, even if he's really fucking heinous. Yeah, a little bit like Battletoads, I can see that. Uh-huh. Not cool, the magnet blocks him off. You know what? I'm actually gonna save the bomb for his second phase. God, fuck it! Never mind! Okay. I guess it's not so much I have to deal with projectiles here. But, oh, for focaccia bread. He might be here a few more minutes, folks. Yes, indeed, Weasel. Not to mention, I feel like a lot of the fights reference other video games that the Moldenhauers grew up with. I mean, they outright admitted that Ribby and Croaks are a tribute to Ryu and Ken, for example. Yeah, I mean... there we go. That should move things along. God damn it! my fucking god! Maybe not the... It's not as good as Calamaria's music, I'll give you that. Maybe I should go into the Phantom Express next and save this one for last. Because I feel like I'm not really making as much progress as I want to. Hey! Bullshit! You exploded early! Fuck! Piss off! Then again, I'm not sure if that jump cannon is really much better to deal with, but here it is. Okay, we got 2 hits at this phase. That's a new... That's a shame to admit that's a new rec... Oh, for God! Jesus! I have the coffee charm on right now. I figured the smoke bomb isn't going to do me any good on a shmup level, so... You know what? Fuck this. Boom. Oh, this is gonna suck. Again, changes to hell.
Good day for You're up.
Okay, I'm starting to get salty at this fight. It may not be cheap like Rumor Honey Bottoms, but sure. Oh, I'm gonna mulligan that one. It does fling a lot of shit in your direction. It is indeed hell time. As Wesley Willis would say, it gave me a war hell ride. Stupid magnet. Keep shitting me. I'm not gonna mulligan this time. I'm just gonna deal with what we got. That's probably gonna cost me. Oh! You know what? I'll go with that. I'll come back to this stupid fucking fight later. Oh, no, wait. The road's closed. I'd have to go the long way around. It's crap. Alright, alright. It's like I go from, hey, I love this fight, to, no, it's pretty annoying, to, fuck this fucking boss fight. I have no loyalty to my preferences. There are some days when I can respect when something kicks my ass. But most of the time, I just get really whiny and say it's a load of fucking shit. I'm really mature about this stuff. Boom! Alright, this is going pretty okay. Yeah, wait. Let's not jinx it. Let's not jinx it. We still have the actual Dr. Kahl fight here. UN Owen was who? And there you have it! After several attempts of struggling, we finally beat Dr. Call without taking a single hit. And we get an A+ on top of it. I feel pretty good about that one. Kinda worth suffering. But yeah, no, that fight's really fucking hard. Yeah, I concur. That is awesome, and I am awesome. So now, the de facto last boss of Inkwell Isle 3. The Phantom Express. This is a pretty crazy fight. I'm wondering if I should actually go for the spread instead of the roundabout this time. Yeah, I'll go for the spread. Okay.
This match will get red.
I wouldn't be surprised if this was as intended as a FF6 reference. Oh wait, maybe the spread was a bad idea. Oh shit. Okay, not doing so hot here. I'm going to pretend that didn't happen. Let me see. I'm going to stupidly bring the Chaser into this fight, just so I can demonstrate the Chaser.
Good day for a throw match. You're up.
Okay, this is also a bad idea. Alright, fine, we'll just bring back the stupid roundabout. I have no idea why I thought that would be an idea worth ideaing. Ugh. Well, you know, it wouldn't be...
Now go.
It wouldn't be a fight worth fighting if it weren't difficult. Whatever I mean by that, I have no idea. There we go. Oopsies. Whoops. Better watch out for that. I either like the roundabout or the charge shot the most. It depends on the situation. Okay, that could have. There's a lot to keep track of in this fight. Ugh! Fuck you! Ugh.
This match will get red.
Alright, let's try it again. I do at least appreciate how starting is almost instantaneous. You don't feel too much penalty for losing, usually. Unless it's King Dice's court, then, I feel a little more resentment over the situation. I gotta stop saying situation. That's not proper grammar. Unless I checked anyway. Song, no one knows what the hell those things are from the third phase. I certainly don't. Don't butt fuck! Damn it! Oh, why is this phase being such a problem? Okay. I just call them evil lollipops. Yes, Snarbo, I can't show off the lobber. I don't know how useful it will be in this fight, but I'll be glad to do so. Rodito is not a fan of the lobber. Okay, Snarf, we'll see. We'll see about that. God, shit it.
A great slam and then some. Now go!
This is also a pretty tricky fight. Either that or I'm just eating ass tonight. Not in a good way either. Yeah, the tail of the train is a lot like the Mad Dog fight from Heavy. You're correct. Okay. Fine. I'm gonna play like that. I guess. Shit. Well, Rodito, if you ever did get around to playing it, go for the Japanese version. It's much easier. I think the running train might actually be a reference also to Noitu Love 2. At the least, it's a lot like what the fourth boss does. Ha ha ha. Take that. Okay. Okay. Boy howdy, you sure are shooting a lot of shit at me. Honk. Got it! I'm not sure if he can parry the heart, actually. Yeah, I can see the Rocket Knight reference as well. There is a train boss in that, too. Anyway, Snarbu, you want me to use suboptimal weapons against the final bosses? I'll pick the Chaser and the Lobber for King Dice's court at first. But if this goes south, then I may have to renege on it. Or however you pronounce that word. Oh, the crack shot is one of the new weapons from the DLC. It is actually sort of like a better chaser. It shoots out a somewhat powerful shot that after a distance breaks into a weaker shot that flies right for the enemy. It doesn't fire as fast as the chaser, but it's more powerful. Anyway. I'm gonna see if I can get two so I can get the hearts. There we go. Okay. Let's see how terribly this experiment goes.
And begin!
Believe it or not, all of the King Dice bosses have names. This one's known as Chips Bedigan. Yeah, I can't really hit him with the lobber so hotly. Whoa, hello. Oh boy. Plop. Luckily, he's not so bad. Yes, exactly. It's a total reference to Gunstar Heroes. Thankfully, the die is a little easier to control, but it is still possible to gaffle where you want to go. So you gotta watch out for that. In this case, I'm hitting all the heart spots.
Here's a real high-class bout.
This guy's a lot harder if you don't have the whatchamacallit. If you don't have the smoke bomb. Okay, my parry didn't work there. Hey, imagining is pretty okay. All these spaces lead to completely unique bosses. If I have time later tonight, maybe I'll show off the rest. Maybe. Ha! Hey, probably is. I would not be surprised at that.
A great slam and then some.
Also, this boss here is a total reference to Melon Bread from Gunstar Heroes. He's also got a bit of a Pogger's face going on there. I would like some melon bread, that is true. Oh, barf. Gross. Obviously, we don't want to hit the start over space there, so... Yeah, I definitely will at some point. Sounds good. Thankfully, after his giant gauntlet, King Dice himself is actually... never mind. I was going to say he's relatively easy, but that might be jinxing it. Honestly, this is his only attack, but if you're not great at parrying, it could actually be quite the bear to deal with. Shit. Okay, we got him anyway. Dang, I nearly blew it. Very, very nearly blew it. Woof. Well, if you want me to take on the devil suboptimally, I guess I could do that, Snargoo. Might as well. Sigh. Let's say yes. Congratulations, you get a bad ending like Contra Hardcore. And yes, you even get a roll of credits for it. Not that you deserve it, but you can totally do that. Nah, let's do this for real. No. I'll try this for 5 tries with my current loadout. If it fails, I'm going to go for better weapons.
A brawl is surely brewing. It's on.
Yes, I'm sure the devil sitting on his throne is a total reference to Lucifer from Ghosts and Goblins. That's pretty hard to avoid. I think I need to dash to... This is taking me quite a few hits to ice him, I must say. Okay, here we go. And then he leaps out of his own skin. And then he's really fucking big. Oh, ow. That exploded on me. Watch out for this asshole here. Ah, Jiminy. Jiminy, Jiminy. Good. Uh-oh. I want to take care of those devils. Oh, Jesus! Whoa, hello. Ah, nerds. Note that he takes that quote line for line from M. Bison.
This match will get red hot.
So yeah, debatable whether or not the devil is the hardest... Oh, Mulligan. Debatable or not whether the devil is the hardest boss in the game, but he is definitely a challenge. Behold my suboptimal fucking bounce shots, where I have to keep jumping to hit him in the face. I like how those little devils say, "Oh no," when you kill him. That is actually pretty funny. Oh. Oh, boy. Ah, hey, Dyer. I was hoping you'd stop in before I got to the DLC, which I will certainly do after I whump the devil here. However, Snarbu has challenged me to use not-so-good weapons against the devil, so I'm trying to beat him with the chaser and the lobber. It's not going so hot.
A brawl is surely brewing. Here goes.
So, Snarbu, let me know when I can switch back. I believe this is my 3rd or 4th attempt. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for... Okay, now I'm not even trying.
This match will get
Alright, I'll switch off to the charge and spread after this part and after the fails. Oh. Hey dude, not a bad thing at all. I wish I could say the same thing for my case. At least I started the stream on time this time, instead of napping off like a dingus. This is going poorly. Let's switch to some actual good weapons. There we go. Nope. Alright. Let us beat Satan himself. Believe it or not, I didn't use the charge shot all that much when I first played this game. Now I can't get enough of the thing. Oh, it is very fun to watch. This game, still really one of the most gorgeous video games of all time. Like, goddamn, it looks so cool. He still does take quite a bit of punishment in his first phase, though. But these charge shots should be able to get him. No more devils are running at me. I think I got him. Yeah, here we go. That's so fucked up. Excellent! Great to hear that! Alright, let's do the thing for the thing. Here is where the spread shot is very optimal. Oops. The ship was right there, you idiot. Oh, shit. Okay. We almost got him dead to rights. You just gotta watch it. God! For God's sakes! I was this close! Ah! Cougar Brood. Goof and falling, God knows what all. Penis, penis, penis. I'm losing it. Fuck. Okay. Let's get back to the giant face. Let's do this. Good. Watch out for that axe. There. Nice. Of course, easier to manage when we take care of his devil assistants here, but we have to divert quite a few resources taking care of them. So, it's all a trade-off. So this will do it. Bastard! 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 I mean, come on! I know he's the final boss and all, but I shouldn't be having this much trouble! God damn it! Whatever. I'm just gonna take that. I think it was one of his tears. One of his parryable tears that somehow hit me. This is true, Weasel. I'm not going to mention the name of the guy who was very unfortunately demonstrating the wrong way to play Cuphead. Boy howdy, what a kerfuffle that turned into. No! Let's see if hitting him with the charge shot actually goes faster. Oh, fuck it. Sounds like these large devils make something that sounds like a goofy laugh when you kill them. Okay, this is starting to annoy me. Snarb, I'm not entirely sure. I guess they just give you an extra parry point. Maybe. I'll see if I can make use of it. Motherfucker. No, I'm afraid that didn't heal me. Rats. You fucknut! God bloody shit! This is starting to legitimately piss me off, Davey! In my humble opinion, the final boss of the DLC isn't even this tough. If I ever get to the fucking DLC at this point. It's okay, we still got more than an hour anyway. I should be able to wing it eventually. Okay, no damage. Good. 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 Damn it. Oh yeah, I remember the choice words you had for the last boss of Shadow Dancer. Alright. Well, we doed it. We only took one hit too, not too shabby. So yeah, the devil's pretty fucking tough. I appreciate the final boss is a good challenge, though. I guess I'd be a little disappointed if he wasn't. The first triumph over demon forcing finally give up. We shall accept your surrender, devil. Cuphead left, not you just yet. After that, Cuphead and Mugman destroyed all the soul contracts, releasing Inkwell Isle's residents from evil, eternal servitude to the devil. Gosh, can't wait to tell everybody, Cuphead said. The boys set off home in top speed. Come on, last minute's leaky cup. Mugman teased as they ran. Once some brothers gather everyone together, you're all free of the devil's debt, Cuphead announced, and that fiend won't bother us again, Mugman added. Yellow carols literally bringing prize, everyone began to cheer. Let's hear for Cuphead and Mugman, hip hip hurrah, hip hip hurrah. That's not every boss that we fought, but it is a good chunk of them. All-day celebration began. Brothers never promised wonder or trouble again. They didn't until next time, of course, but that is another story. I do wonder if they are planning a full-on sequel in the DLC. Oh, Jesus. We probably wouldn't see it until, like, 2032 if they were. Now, should I let the credits scroll, or should we just jump right into the delicious last course? I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Yeah, you know what? I'll take the opportunity to get a drink of sorts, so I'll be right back.
Well, Cuphead gambled with the devil. Thought he'd win a hefty purse. Mugman came along to help him. Oh, things they just got worse.
Something writing related, Dyer? Hey, sounds good. Yeah, definitely chat at me after the stream. I'm up for it. Excuse me. I'm eager to jump into it, but I'll be nice and let the credits scroll, as it were. And Jonathan Blow actually got credited. I'm not a huge fan of Jonathan Blow, but whatevs.
That's all there is. There isn't anymore. Or is there?
Alrighty. But yes. That has been the default of Cuphead, but now we shall get into the delicious last course, which has been a total joy to play as. I almost wish there was more, but considering how long it took to get what we got, I really can't complain. So in order to get there, we gotta find the trolley man. The ferryman, I mean. There we go. Let's go. I swear that's a Castlevania reference also. Sure, I'll take you to a place you want to go. Wherever that went. The legendary child's feeling far all the way out here. Gosh, Cuphead, I don't know. Who's a cave sure far from home? Jump jelly beans, you boys made it. I have the most amazing news. Now let's do with this here cookie. Take a bite and see for yourselves. It worked! It really worked! I'm alive again! Yeah, but now I'm a ghost. What's going on here? Everything's gone topsy-turvy. Oh, me, boys, I can explain everything. For ages, I've been trying to find a way to escape the astral plane, but nothing worked. Till now, boys, let me introduce you to Chef Saltbaker, the greatest chef in all the lands. Welcome, friends. Welcome to my bakery. Ah, Miss Chalice, I see my cookies work wonders on you. Oh, my stars! I'm a ghost again! Oh my, a finicky thing, that cookie. The taste is sweet, but the effect is brief. Fret not, though, my concerned little cups. I've come up with an amazing new recipe. One bite of this Wonder Tart, you'll have complete control over the astral plane. This Wonder Tart could bring Chalice back to life for good? No swanky places or nothing? Indeed, just one problem. The recipe requires exceptional ingredients held by the most fearsome of foes. Well, if the Wonder Tart is what it takes to bring Chalice back to life, then by golly, we'll find those ingredients. I already got the crack shot over from the DLC, so... I could go for a tart of some sort. I still have a bit of a sweet tooth after all these years. Yep, and to play as Ms. Chalice, we sacrifice our charm slot, but considering all the advantages she has, it's a very fair trade-off. Even get a little tutorial to explain her new bits. There we go. Yeah, you get a free coin out of it too. Now, where should we go first? To the Moonshine Mob? To the Lumstone the Giant? Or to that ladder that just appeared? Actually, let's check out Pork Rain's Emporium first.
Welcome.
Actually, yes, I could do to demonstrate some of the other weapons as well. Yeah, let's do that. But where we're starting out, our weapons aren't going to do us any good. Because totally optional here is the King's Leap. Alright, so what we gotta do with the King of Games is parry our asses off.
A great
If you ask me, these bosses are easier as Miss Chalice. So for the pawns, you just gotta hit them once each. And, oh, I already took a hit. It seems that the more you hit the ones with heads, the more frequent it is that the ones without heads want to run into you. Or maybe that's just my stupid luck at work. Alright, well that got a little out of hand, but I'll take it. If you manage to beat the parry bosses on your first try, then you get to do the next one right away. Otherwise, you get booted out and you can't go back until you beat one of the normal bosses. So let's see if I can get to everyone now. Although I gotta tell you, the Knight, I think, for just being the second of these parry bosses, is arguably the most annoying one to deal with. It's all about recognizing his tells. If he bends down like that, then you get to hit him twice. If you stay too far away from him, though, he only taunts you. Like that. So, you actually gotta get in range for his shit to take effect. But yeah, this boss is so much easier as Miss Chalice. The Knight also takes a shitload of parries to beat. A heckin' load, I tell you what. Oh, shit. Hitbox. A little bit of a hitbox fluke there. Alright, I think he's almost down. At least, God, I hope so. Got him! I may make this look easy because I've done this several times. This is also where we get the lion's share of the money for the new items that Mr. Porkrine has. Up next is the Bishop.
A brawl is surely brewing. And
Here, you gotta run up to all his candles in order to make him vulnerable. I'm sure there's something Castlevania-ish about this, too. I just wish I knew what. I know, Weasel. It's amazing, isn't it? Just, I don't know how they put so much work into all this. I mean, I can understand that it took a long time to make. The art, though. Keep me pinned down with them bells. Last hit. You gotta get all the candles. Flawless victory. Yeah, we might be able to get all 5 of these squared away right away.
good day for a swell battle. Now
Betty
go.
Boop Guillotine. Easily the most morbid fight in the game, and that's saying something. You have to parry all these severed heads back at the Rook. Or as many as you can, anyway. But watch out, because the more you hit him, the more projectile sparks fly from his grinder. This one is also easier feeling with Ms. Chalice for some reason when I was... Oh, shit. Really gotta watch out for that. Alright, got that. I think it's having a double jump in this case that really helps. Oh boy. Got him! Really, all of the King's bosses aren't so bad after enough practice. But the ones on the mainland will definitely take me more effort to beat. Here, I'm just coasting through. Because I'm that good. I say with overconfidence as I get into the Queen, who's a real projectile hell. Great, I already got hit. Fantastic. Yeah, I did rook him, didn't I? Yes, it is very tricky to determine exactly where the cannons need to be to hit the Queen. It can be a little fiddly. Oh, hey, Clay. What's up? Yikes. That's a heck of a lot of projectiles. Fuck. There comes a point where survival is more important than progress. I've been missing... Okay, there we go. Not exactly a flawless victory, but a deathless one. Yeah, that really sucks. That is a very early death that has happened. I can't say I knew anything about Yu-Gi-Oh, but I recognize the influence that he's had, so... yeah. It really blows. Rest in peace.
Welcome. Goodbye.
There's one more coin I need to get here. Oh, yeah, right. There's also a secret little nook back here. There we are. Might as well get the last relic then.
Welcome.
You know, I'm probably mostly just going to be sticking with the astral cookie, but yeah. Now, the thing that these guys say... that won't become relevant until I, Actually, let me equip this one. That won't become relevant until I get to a certain place in the map. But let's go fight Glumpstone the Giant.
A great clam and then some. Here goes.
Glumpstone has a lot of shit flying at you. So I'm gonna send a lot of shit flying at him. Oh god, it's a bear. Ow. Yeah, he tears off his beard. That's fucking hardcore. And yes, this weapon I have is basically the air shooter from... not even close. It's basically the air shooter from, whatchamacallit, Mega Man 2. Oh, for fuck's sake. I just realized he went flying off into the ether there. There we go, vertical hit. For some reason I have trouble dodging this ball. I do very well to use... Ow! Damn it. These chalices dodge more often. I wish there were simple lolly puppets, yeah. Except for awful and silly. And then we get eaten, and then we gotta fight his uvula. I am almost certain this is a reference to a boss in Yoshi's Island. I swear it. Also, ew. The Vor boss. Yeah, pretty much. Phew. That got pretty tricky. Well, I don't think it was either, but there is some similarity there, whatever the case. Alright. This is a Ms. Chalice. The gnome berries taste like gnome berries. Let's see, I think I will then demonstrate the Converge and the Super Art 2. And now Mortimer Freeze, who is basically... He's the Ice King. He is totally the Ice King. Oh, shit. Not what I meant. Oh, Jesus. Weasel Snarbu keeps asking the same thing nowadays. I don't think we ever established an adequate answer. Ugh. I have trouble dodging that attack. I really have trouble dodging that attack. What? Oh, wow. I didn't know his torso could kill me. I had no idea. God damn, you learn something new every day. Usually in the form of screwing you the fuck over. Oh well, that's life. Anyway, the Ice King is one of the main characters from the show Adventure Time. I just watched the series finale again. It's very good. Very sad. Ish, in a way. Well, sad in some ways. Affirming in others. Bittersweet, I think is the best way to put it. Okay, gotta avoid that. The ice cubes aren't too bad to deal with. Flying ice pops, though, they can be pretty dickish. Then he does that one more time. There. Yes, Dyer. Jake the dog was singing about bacon pancakes at some point. That is indeed the show about that. Okay, now this time, watch out for getting run over. Yes. His last phase is this crazy-looking giant snowflake. Somewhat reminiscent of the grim matchstick fight because you're floating on platforms. Yes, those ice cubes are totally like Pang, you're correct. Oops. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that like that. Oh, this is a lot of shit to dodge. Give me your bank account. Whew. Yes. That was indeed the best Kirby power from Kirby 64. Also, Kirby 64 is an underrated-ass game. I really like it. It's awesome. So yeah, those are the 3 new weapons demonstrated. Converge does feel not so super powerful. Twist Up can be useful against some bosses, not so good against others. I think the Crack Shot has the best utility overall. I'm going to pair that with my good old Charge Shot, and let's see how much good we can make of it. Yes, I believe that's the Spark and Ice combination, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, this fight is bonkers.
Now go.
And yes, this dog looks a lot like Rolento from Final Fight. That is indeed deliberate. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Thought one of those tennis balls is going to whomp me. Oh! Idiot. There we go. Now we gotta deal with these little ones here. Oops, didn't see that coming. Not what I meant to do. Of course, this last phase is very tough, and I have a time avoiding these damn laser beams. And yes, this actually screws up your control. Oh, Jesus. Shit. Yes, it is the Edward Randy Plane boss. That's a good way of putting it. Also, I wanted to show off Chalice's third super, which is probably her most eminently useful. Also, that lady dog already has some fan art drawn of her. I've seen it. Sigh. Yes, I'm talking about exactly what you think I'm talking about. Alright, and then the little ones. There's someone... Yes, exactly. Wow, this ghost really trashed it. I seriously have a lot of trouble dodging those. I'm gonna twist my head to the left and see if that helps any. No. Ugh. No, that just made my neck hurt. Shit. Yes, I believe I can parry the pink laser. Huh, just barely got her. I attempted to parry it, but I don't think it worked out so hot. That is a tough boss. Really fucking crazy. Very worthy of Edward Randy. Chester. Pineapple man. It actually sounds pretty delicious. Alright, and now possibly my favorite boss of the new batch is Esther Winchester.
You're up.
I have to watch out for that. Lots of shit flying in this boss fight. Ow. Yep. Actually, I remember... This is more reminiscent of Wild West Cowboys of Moo Mesa to me. Well, I have seen a little bit of Hildeberg and Baroness von Bonbon also. So, yeah. The internet is a wonderful and terrible place. I got killed by a flying steak.
This match will get red hot.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think I've actually seen any of Sally's stage play, but I definitely wouldn't count that out. I mean, let's be honest. Ever since Betty Boop... Oh my god, I'm getting my ass whooped here. Yep, the cow gets turned into a bunch of sausages. It is fantastically morbid. But it gets even morbider if you can believe it. Damn it! I got killed by a steak again!
A brawl is surely brewing. It's on.
I gotta make that stop happening. But man, there is just so much shit flying in this level. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous like Riddick Bow. I have no idea why the sake of it is insane, and I don't know if it's nature or nurture that made it that way. Whoa, that was close. Just gonna missile into her. There we go. Believe it or not, she actually has one more phase after this. And it's the most ridiculous and gross phase in the entire game. She is now a tin of sausages. I'm being attacked by twin strands of sausages, and it is fucking gross. I wonder if this is some sort of, like, you know, you should probably go vegan message or something. Yeah, it is just their food sona. Whew. Tough boss, whatever the case. Even if Ms. Chalice can't take an additional hit point, these bosses are not walkovers, I can tell you that. limes. Limes are underrated. How dare you interrupt my lime Ricky? This here is a pretty crazy fight, although I think the third phase is a little balls. Here, the Moonshine Mob, a bunch of bootlegger bugs. I swear this is a reference to Lo and La 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 from Kirby. First stage isn't bad, but there's a lot of shit to keep track of. Oops. Alright, there we go. This anteater can be pretty annoying, though. Ow. Ow. Oh yeah, right. The boss isn't over. Hey, being my first try, albeit very barely. Yes, it's a giant anteater, and I like how it pulls a fake out on you there. That is actually pretty hilarious. Not great in the score, but I'll take it. Actually, maybe I should have done this boss first if I beat it without taking any lives out. Not that we really have lives, but yeah. Well, before I do that, there is a secret to unlock. It involves wearing the broken relic. Let's pay attention to what these guys said again. Second place down. Down right, down right, down and up. This absolutely corresponds to the gravestones that are in this area, so down right, down, and up. And that unlocks for us a very weird secret boss fight.
Good day for a swell battle.
Very weird indeed. Basically, this fight has an Ikaruga gimmick going for it. The devil that you face can attack you, but the devil that you don't is an angel that does not attack you directly. I gotta say, it's a pretty crazy gimmick. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was influenced by Ikaruga. Let's see if that helps. Maybe a Silhouette Mirage is... Ow! Damn it. Oh, we were so close.
Here's a real high-class bout.
Let's see if the charge shot helps more. Thankfully for you, this boss only has a single phase, so this is pretty much the entire fight. Why did I try to do that, you idiot? It is also a pretty tough boss, all things considered. But... shit. I don't know if this dream implies that the devil is actually dead. I don't know, it's very mysterious. Yes, the broken relic, it is how I get here, yes. I'll tell you what's up with the broken relic after I beat this. If I do. Damn it. This fight is maybe a little bullshit. Okay, we got him. After that totally weird journey, the broken relic becomes the cursed relic. What does the cursed relic do? Well, let's find out. Yes, Weasel, that's exactly what the Cursed Relic's jag is. Here, we only have one hit point, and our weapons very rapidly change. Our weapons change every time we stop firing, actually. And, we can only take one hit point. So, that's no good. But if you beat a certain amount of bosses with it, it becomes the Divine Relic, which allows you to use all weapons at once and take a lot more punishment, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I haven't unlocked that yet. Probably go look it up on YouTube. So I'm going to suggest. But yes. Anyway, very unsuspicious. So, who didn't see Chef Saltbaker being evil? He literally said it's the heart and soul that makes it. So he's got Bugman's soul now. Fantastic. So yes, the not-so-good chef is quite a formidable foe. He's got a lot of shit flying in this first phase. Oops. Oops. Ow! Damn it. Yeah, I actually gotta hit these pepper shakers to hit him. Oopsies. Well, that was very stupid and sluggish of me. They do, yes. It's such a morbid twist. I kind of like it, honestly. Point of order. I hear it's very bad. Ouch. Oh man! Honestly, I think his first phase is the hardest. It gets a little easier afterward, but you still gotta be careful. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, again, changes to hell.
You're up.
Indeed song. Indeedly diddle. I'd say his first phase is actually harder than the Devil's first phase. But his latter phases are easier than the Devil's latter phases. This is just my humble opinion, though. Your mileage may vary. Alley-oop. Since you can only hit him in the background, it actually doesn't do us a lot of good to... But I'll do it anyway. Oh, you stupid idiot. You know, that probably wasn't the best thing I could have done. There we go. That's totally not disturbing in the background. And then for some reason he becomes a pirouetting whatever this fucking thing is. It doesn't take a lot of punishment, but it is very weird. His last phase isn't too bad, but it can be tricky to contend with all the jumps and whatnot. Also, you can parry him if you want to. Got him! So yeah, I think the Devil's a lot harder, but this is still a pretty worthy final fight, all things considered. Or at least I had a much worse time with the Devil than I did here. Also, we have a little bit of extra time. After the ending rolls here, I think I want to demonstrate the rest of King Dice's bosses. Indeed, I bet he is salty about the loss. Yes, GG indeed. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get another drink. Probably just of water. We don't have much else at the moment, but it is what it is.
Should not have let all of that power go to my head. Now I'll bake for good. Now I'll bake my bread. He's still the best tart maker in the land. My baking will bring cheer to my new friends whom I hold dear.
Well, Cuphead and his pal Mudman, their new friend Chalice too. By chance they stopped into a bake shop. Mischief was on the menu. That's how made the pastries were baked. There is one thing left to say. The delicious last course. Delicious last
Yeah, the King's Castle was an actual model. Very neatly. Dyer, you only have to, I believe, beat the first, all bosses in the first Inkwell Isle first. And then the ferryman will appear and take you to Inkwell Isle 4 anytime you want. So no, you don't have to beat the entire main game, just a bit of it. If I am not mistaken. Boy, I could really use the AC right now. One moment. Good plan, Dyer. It's very worth it. Might seem like I breezed through it, but I have a hell of a lot of fun with all the new bosses. Once again, my personal favorite is Esther Winchester. I'm just, like, flabbergasted at how morbid the finale of that fight gets. Being attacked by infinite sausage links. It's like something out of a Syriac video. But yeah, as a little bonus, I will be glad to show off the 6 bosses on King Dice's court that I did not take on last time. And of course, I'll be doing it as Ms. Chalice, because she is awesome and I like her. Oh shit, it doesn't? Oh, that blows. Sounds good, Clay. Thank you for stopping into my stream. Hey, you too, man. Thank you very much. Take care. Yeah, I'll let the credits roll in full, but, let me think. What else do I want to say? Yeah, I still have to get to the King of Cards expansion on Shovel Knight. You know what? Shovel Knight would be a pretty damn good thing to stream now that I think about it. I would love to take on more neo-modern games like this. Actually, I did test it with Ms. Chalice, and the cards when you take on King Dice and Ms. Chalice actually radiate some hearts above them that actually does make it possible to dash parry into them. I'll be glad to demonstrate. I realize letting 2 credits roll or maybe a little bit time filling, but oh well. But yeah, I really do like this game. My appreciation for it has grown over time. It's like, I liked it at first, but I loved it more in the future, and now I just really super dig it. The DLC has really helped as well. I think making an even meatier game. Let's see. Yeah, sure. But yeah, as a little bonus, let's go back to hell and fight the other troops of King Dice's court. I have no idea where Dito. I guess it does in some localities. Yeah. I mean, you know, if the crime's not too bad, then I imagine that would be appropriate. Well, if the way U.S.'s laws are going nowadays, I don't know. Nah, I shouldn't say that. Anyway, so we fought Chip's Bet again in the first segment. Space number 1 gets you to the Tipsy Troop.
And begin!
Let's see. Let's take care of that like that. As you can see, it's quite a dance trying to coordinate with all of them. Ow! This is definitely one of the trickier bosses to land on, in my opinion. So yeah, that's the Tipsy Troop. We fought Chip's Bet again at space number 2. So let's roll a 2 now. And yes, I'll definitely take the health point. Sounds good.
A brawl is surely
This here's Mr. Wheezy, and he's pretty annoying to fight. This is a very Mega Man feeling boss. He also seems to take a little bit more punishment than a few of the other bosses on this roster for some reason. I like how King Dice stops him out. That's brutal, man. So let's roll another 2. There we go. Alright.
Here's a real high-class
Pip and Dot, I believe this boss is known as. Indeedly diddle. That boss is pretty easy to deal with. I like how she boots him in the face. Then, at Space 5, we fought Hoppus Pocus, the rabbit. At Space 6...
A great slam and then some. Here
is a
goes.
betting horse named Fearlap. P-H-E-A-R. I didn't get the reference until I looked up that there was a racehorse called Farlap. P-H-A-R. Pretty unique reference, though, if I do say so. One I definitely wouldn't have been able to guess at. Also, the foreground is quite distracting for this film. But yeah, there we go. another 2, if you please. I will definitely take that health up, thank you.
Good day for a swell battle. Now go!
And here is Puroletta. If you have the smoke bomb, or this Chalice's roll dodge, is a total pushover. I imagine less so if you don't have it. Yes, I was beating a dead horse. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That was stupid of me. There we go. And then Space 8 was Mangosteen, the evil 8-ball. With the roll of 1 more 2.
This match will get red hot. And begin!
Possibly the most annoying boss. You have to play a damn guessing game with Mr. Chimes here. Also, I have to admit, I didn't see where most of those were, so... Okay, that'll do. This is probably the worst of all the boss fights you can possibly land on. So... expediently avoid it if you are able to. Okay. There we go. Into him. Thankfully, I'm not so bad at concentration type games, so... But yeah, I do believe that you have to hit all 6 of them in order to defeat him, so... He's easily the longest boss to take on. Very annoying, to say the least. And then let's roll a 3 and put this to bed.
A brawl is surely
No wordy, though. Personally, I don't mind it. But yeah, Ms. Chalice is able to parry on King Dice's cards after all. They modified it to make it so. Heh, not bad for having beat 6 bosses in a row. Yes, he is voiced by Wayne Brady in the animated series. I have no idea if I should give that a watch at some point. Also, one more thing to show off. A little change to the bad ending. We now have an evil Ms. Chalice. Who looks genuinely goddamn frightening, I gotta say. And that's the unfortunate note I'm going to end the stream tonight on. Well. But yes, that is my 2-day journey of Cuphead. Really, really fun to stream. Like I said, I'd love to stream more modern games on here at some point. Good modern games, I assure you. There might not always be stuff that you people would be interested in, but there's stuff that I like. And it's my stream, so that's what counts, damn it. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. This has been very fun. Glad you liked it, Song. Glad you liked it, Weasel. I'm pretty sure Wardito and Dyer and Snarbu all liked it as well. Correct me if I am wrong. Sweet cupping heads indeed. So, yeah, you all take care. Have a good night. I'll be back next Tuesday with I don't know what yet, but I'm looking forward to it, whatever it is. Alright, you have a good night, everybody. Take care.